I spent weeks working on this project, and all that's for naught if I don't spend time working on sanding and prepping this for finish. So today I'm gonna go over the tools and the techniques I use to do just that. I use a variety of tools. The most common ones I use are a sanding block, which is just a piece of wood with some sandpaper wrapped around it, and then some random thin strips of sandpaper. I also like to use sanding sticks. These are all different grits, and they're great for working the inside areas of my artwork. Chisels. These are imperative for the work that I do, especially small chisels. I do a lot of scraping with those in certain areas. Small files, like a little triangle file, a little square file. I don't use them super often, but whenever I do, they're the perfect tool. An X-Acto knife, sometimes that's the best tool to kind of do some scraping or clean out some of the gunk that might be in between two different pieces. My shop vac, I'm gonna need to use that through the entire process. CA glue and accelerator. That's something that I should have all my pieces perfect, they're all glued down, shouldn't have any problems. However, sometimes when I'm doing this, I might find that the tiny corner of one piece is just a little bit loose, and that's where I'll get out the CA glue and do some fine touches. A pencil so I can mark where I've sanded, where I haven't sanded, a little brush, that's great for just quickly getting dust out of my way, and of course, snacks, because I'm gonna be here a while. Let's start by looking at the artwork. This is Santa Claus from National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, my favorite Christmas movie. By the time this video comes out, the project video would have already been out. So I'll do like a card or a link down in the description or something so you can actually watch the build process. We're dealing with the multiple species and each one of those has its own density. So some of these, like the bloodwood's really hard. We can sand the crap out of that. Some of the other stuff like holly is very soft and we don't want to sand the crap out of that because we'll sand it all away. There are certain processes that I want to follow when it comes to working with different wood species, and evidence is in Santa. He looks filthy, and that's because I broke one of my cardinal rules whenever it comes to making a project like this, and I want to discuss that, and that's the reason why I'm making this video. I like the trail mix that has the cashews and different seeds and nuts. It's good stuff. One of my main rules is do all the sanding on the messy stuff before you use anything that's light colored. And I didn't do it on this one. That's because I was just in the groove and making stuff. And I also had to use some of the lighter colors like holly and maple to reference some of the darker colors. I don't really want to do that. And that's the reason why Santa looks so grody. Before I address anything else, I want to go ahead and take care of those bricks. That's where a little piece of wood with some sandpaper wrapped around it is going to do wonders. I'll work my way up through the grit. So I'll use 120 grit, 180 grit, and then 220 grit. I don't typically go higher than 220 grit. I'm going to make sure that I sand with the grain, and I want to round over all my edges while I do it. Take my brush, get that stuff off of there, and I'll randomly use my shop vac too. I'll inspect my work. I'll look at it from different angles. I want to see if I missed any sanding marks. Sometimes you'll have something like a fingernail or something like that, scraped it, then make sure I hit that with some sandpaper. There's no point in doing all this work if there's glue squeezed out that ruins my finish. So now I'm going to take a chisel and I want to make sure that any of the pieces that are glued next to each other, I don't have any glue that is squeezed out on this red. And by just taking a chisel, I can kind of scrape the edges of these, get inside all those corners. Yeah, there. I'll do that for all the bricks, and I'll go ahead and take care of anything that's on this wingate veneer here down in the crevices while I have the chisel out. What greatly helps is sand your pieces before you glue them in place. That's what I do. I will sand all my pieces to 180 grit. I will round over all the edges before I put them actually glued on my foundation here, but I know I'm gonna have to sand them again anyway. Once I feel like I'm done, I'm gonna vacuum this really well, and I'm gonna take some compressed air and just try to get inside those nooks and crannies. Don't wanna have any gunk in there. I will then take some mineral spirits and wipe the entire thing. I wanna get any dust off of this, any maybe glue residue. I use templates whenever I'm cutting stuff out. There could be some sort of residue, some stickiness on any of those parts. Don't wanna have that. Wipe the entire thing off and dry my workpiece. And I actually may do this a couple different times to try to get as much dust off this as possible. Some people may use a tack cloth for this. I don't. I've tried it and I found that it kind of put more sticky residue on my workpiece, and I don't want that. I want to get all this stuff off. All of the red pieces are sanded, they're all wiped down. There's no more of that red dust anywhere. Now I can move on to the lighter color. So I'm gonna go over and do walnut now. Since I'm dealing with tight areas, I'll use sanding sticks. I'll use chisels and do a lot of scraping. I'll even use some files whenever I need to. It can be a little bit tedious, but it's worth it. And I can also see the change in everything because that walnut looked kind of dingy. Well, a lot of that was because of the red sawdust. Now, as I sand it, I can see it's starting to get lighter and lighter. Once I'm done, I'll wipe all those areas off with mineral spirits. I don't need to do the entire thing, do all the red bricks. I've already done those. I'll just take care of the walnut. I'm progressing from darker colors over to lighter colors. Now it's time for sanding. He's looking pretty rough. Here's the thing with this one. Holly will soak up whatever color there is. I love holly, but that's the downfall of it. So if I take mineral spirits and I wipe it with mineral spirits whenever there's any sort of sawdust, it's essentially just gonna dye that color. And I may not get it white again without having to sand way too much off of it. Instead, what I'm gonna do is do the sanding, get all the color off of it. But then I'm just gonna vacuum it. I'm not gonna use any mineral spirits to clean it up. This has to be the last step for me in this entire project. I can't complain about the results. Hopefully this video helped you out, and I'm already working on my next project. Until we meet again, get in your shop and build something awesome.